Hey everybody, it's Joe from greenlightsound.com, and today we've got another video in a series that's highlighting some of Andrew Scheps' mixing techniques, and this one talks specifically about snare reverb. And Andrew has a very specific set of parameters he uses to set up his snare reverb. We're going to go over those today. So the very first thing we're going to do is take a listen to this snare drum part all by itself. Here's the snare by itself. So the first step in setting this up is to create a send. Here I've got a snare verb, it's got a reverb on it. And then we're going to gate that signal so only the transient comes through. I'm going to pull the snare part down all the way. I've got this on a pre-fader send, so you'll still hear it here. I'll engage the reverb channel, boost it up so you can hear it a bit. Here is how much is coming through. So we've just got that little blip of the transient, and that's it. None of the tail of the snare is in there. After we set that up, then we've got a reverb. In Andrew's case, he uses Pro Tools, and he just uses the stock Pro Tools reverb on an ambiance, large ambiance setting. Here I'm using Valhalla Room, but the exact settings we want to go for are a 37 millisecond pre-delay and a decay of about 3/4 of a second, 0.75 seconds or 750 milliseconds. I'll engage that, and here's the sound of the reverb. So all we're getting there is the transient from the actual snare and the tail of that transient. If I took the gate off, here's what it would sound like. With the gate back in. So a little bit different character to the reverb by gating it first. Now we'll bring the actual snare part back in and blend the snare reverb to taste. So basically all we did again was create a send, gate that snare signal so only the transient comes through, and set up a reverb with 37 millisecond pre-delay and 3/4 of a second decay time. Now in the context of the full drum mix, I'm going to blend this verb in, and you'll hear how it really helps open things up for the snare drum. Without it, and with it. It can sometimes be a bit much in verse sections of songs, so sometimes what you can do is automate it so it only comes on during the chorus section, kind of opens that snare up, gives it a little bit bigger sound as you hit a more dense part of an arrangement. So there it is, a quick and easy tip for snare drum reverb courtesy of Andrew Scheps. If you have any questions or comments, let me know in the comment section down below. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't done so already so we can keep you in the loop as to what's coming up next, and I'll see you in the next one.